Okay, I'm going to show you how to install this rear or front disc brake kit. I got this from Vintage Power Wagons. So here you guys go. So here are some of the parts I got in that kit I got from Vintage Power Wagon. Here are the hubs, calipers, and then you have your caliper mounts and wheel spacers. When I got them, I just primered and painted them. And one thing I noticed is when you get these hubs, there's no races in them, and the kit didn't come with races or seals, so I'm going to help you guys out. Here's the 2 races you'll need. This one's a national part number 28622. That's the large one. This one I got from Napa. It's a smaller race. It's BR 2924. So I don't know how you guys install races, and I don't have a lot of tooling at my shop, but this is what I did. I took an old race that I got out of an old hub, put it on my grinder, and I ground down the OD of it about 50 thousandths, so it will slide right into the bore all the way down. And so you can stick your new race in, stick the smaller race in, and ironically the other race for the other side, for the smaller bearing, will sit perfectly on this one, so you can put it in your press and press it down with I use a large socket to rest on this and press them in. So these are the parts there. So going to the truck, when you take this is the rear, obviously. This is on a 46 Power Wagon, DWX or WDX, sorry. So you'll have your backing plate for your drums. They'll have these big ass rivets. They are a son of a bitch to get out, so I just grind the head off and beat the shit out of them with a punch and a hammer. And then the whole thing comes off, and you'll have that. So I already ran my brake line, and I got have it flared with just a portable flaring tool. Just flare your end, get it ready for your flexible brake line that the kit comes with. I always sand down this surface really well with some I don't know, like 220 or 400 grit. You know, you can go up to 400 grit or even higher to get it cleaned off this surface, because that's the sealing surface with your seal. And also I'll show you that seal part number you're gonna need. So now you take your caliper mount, slide that on like so, and it's a really nice fit. Those 2 diameters match really well. And then just bolt it together with the supplied fasteners. So there's your fasteners, your 5 fasteners. Make sure you got your ears pointed inboard the center line of your truck, and then you'll be golden. So I pressed my races in, repacked my bearings, and I bolted the disc onto the hub, and I used the 4 supplied Allens in there. They're 1/2 inch socket, 1/2 inch Allen. So torque those down, and then you have your bearing in, and then you have no seal, which the kit didn't come with the seal. For why, I don't know, but here's the seal part number you need. 417485. It's a national. This is the double lip seal, which is the ones I like to use. So now, time to press the seal in, and then it has the snap ring, which goes in the groove there. So we'll put the seal in with the snap ring. So one thing to keep in mind is when you push the seal in, there's a snap groove. Just push the seal down enough to pass that snap ring groove. Don't push it all the way in. The reason I say that is because it'll give you, sometimes if you push it all the way in, you can't, the spindle part on the axle, it won't seal on the outer race or the inner race. The bearing is too far in, so just push it in enough to put the snap ring on and you should be good. Okay, so the seal's in with the snap ring. You can notice that the bearing still has a little play in it, which is fine. It'll obviously set once you torque the nut down on the outside, the hub nut. So I always put just a little grease on the seal, just so it doesn't chafe on the when you're sliding it in and it doesn't rip. So now let's go throw it on the truck. So now I got the hub on. It's super light, so just one finger and you throw it on. Actually, it's pretty damn heavy, so hold on tight. And then I just put the bearing in it. Now we're gonna put the nut with the tab facing out on. Then you put your lock washer on. Make sure it's clocked correctly with the key. Then you put your outer, I wasn't showing you guys, so here. So here's the nut with the dowel pin or the pin in it. Put that on first. Then your lock washer. Make sure your tab is on the tab on the axle. Then your outer nut. Torque it down. So it's time to install the caliper. So make sure you have the left and right on the right side of the truck. That bleeder valve needs to be up because air goes to the surface of fluid and therefore it's easier to bleed. So let's throw this on.